Barry, welcome back to RaithTV and welcome back with a chance to speak to Raith Rovers supporters. How's things looking as we shape up through pre-season?
Yeah, they're looking good. It's always good to get back in the grass. Obviously, it's good that everybody enjoys their break, which is important. But now we've got everybody back. Yeah, it's been good. And the one thing I will say is they've worked really hard.
Your players go away with, kind of maintenance programmes and such. It's not like the older days where you come back and they're having to lose weight and get their diet in shape.
No, listen, they're sent away. We know exactly what they're doing when they're away. Everything's recorded. We give them a programme, a plan for them that will keep them in best shape possible. But remember, you've always got to get that break. You've still got to rest the body down. So, but yeah, it's important that you get that side of it right as well, because it's a long season when you get back in. And yeah, so no, listen, they've gave everything so far, which has been really pleasing.
First couple of weeks, you working directly with Andy. What was it about his skill set that made you think he's the right guy for assisting you in the season going forward?
Well, I've worked. I did my licences with Andy, and I knew him for a number of years, and I know he's worked at the highest level. I know the type of man he is and the detail he goes into, and he was always someone that I'd had in my thoughts, obviously, to come, but he was obviously in work. So, but a good, honest guy, and someone who's good in the game, bright on the game, and someone who will help the players get better and develop.
A really good kind of final quarter for yourself coming in, and that run we had towards the end of the season. I guess that puts you in an advantageous position in terms of what you're looking to strengthen. Are you happy with the business that you've done? Do you feel we've got a lot more to do?
Well, I think last season we did well since we came in. I think it was a really good end, and the players need to take credit for that, and they need to remember that going into the new season. I think they showed a real willingness to run and play for their fans. Probably after the first, second week I was in, I think they went and played some really good games of football. So that's really pleasing, and they've got to take that into this season, which is important. Player-wise, we've added a couple, and we've still got a few, which is still not training. We've still not got Jack Hamilton back yet. We're hoping that maybe next week we get him back to full training, which is pleasing. Callum Smith's still going to be a little while, so it feels like I've been here forever and I've never seen them play. So yeah, we've still, obviously that affects the squad in terms of trying to take players in, obviously, because we need to get our eyes on these two players and show what they can do.
Tell us a wee bit about the lads that have come up from England. How are you looking to use them? How have they settled into the group? It's a really well-established group that you've got. They seem to be really pleasant characters, but they also seem to come with great potential.
Yeah, I mean, there's a real honesty about this group, and that's the way all my teams will be. And these boys will, well, obviously we've taken Josh in as well, so I think Jay's played a lot of football. For being relatively young, he's got good experience, and we wanted to do that. We're trying to bring the edge of the squad down. Obviously, we can't always do that. We still need to add a few that's older as well, but we need. So yeah, I mean, Jay is honest, really hard working, good guy, gets on well with the group. He's a good footballer. He makes good decisions. He's bright, and he's here to help challenge everyone else in the team. I think Richard's a bit different. He's one that we're going to need to really develop. He's one where he's got some really good raw attributes, and probably needs to learn a bit more in the game. Hasn't got the same game time knowledge, so he's one more that we will be trying to develop. Obviously, if he can make an impact now, great. But he is one that we will try and help him develop and wait on a wee bit, because he needs that time to get used to, obviously, a lot of things coming up. Scottish football. He's young. He was playing a total different league, and as I said, not got the experience of Jay. So, but no, that's where the type of players that we need to bring in as well. Ones that we need to develop. One of our own ones like Kai Montague, Callum Hanna, Gibbo, all these type of players we need to we need to try and make them better to try and come in and force their way into the team.
You brought in not one goalkeeper but two. You mentioned Josh, but also a young man's come in to try and push him every day in training and every opportunity to play on Saturday. Tell us about your goalkeeping setup. You happy with what you've got?
Yeah, Glav's a great kid. Derek McInnes spoke really high of him as well. He could come in and try and push Josh as much as possible, and a really nice kid to, and the work rate of him when he's out there, it was outstanding. So really pleased for him, and obviously Josh coming in as well. He settled us down to the back the second half of last season. He's the type of goalkeeper. I think when we try and play the way we do, that heavy running, and there's a bit of excitement and a lot of things going on. We need someone at the back who can be calm and make sure that the team's functioning is really important, that for a goalkeeper. So he brings that, and I thought he did really well for us at the back end of last season, and he'll be up there with one of the better goalies, I would imagine, in the championship this year. So we're glad to have him on board.
Talk to us about the forward line. It strikes me it's one of these situations going into the season that we Raith Rovers supporters will see much more of them than you will have, despite the length of your time here. Callum on his way back, Jack getting closer, and possibly the fact that we're going to see a quality and a resilience in Jack that Rovers fans haven't seen before, and Lewis of course recovering from that injury throughout the season. Is that something that excites you?
Yeah, it is, and it's obviously that can affect when you're looking to do things with budget wise and that, because you've obviously got some players here that are injured. But the thing is, I've looked back on videos and stuff of them, and they do look the type that I would want to keep at the club anyway. So, and they're really good, hard-working boys, the two of them. And yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to getting to work with them, because I know it can improve them and they can improve the team, but they will take a while. And that means that the other ones, like Vonnie's going to need to step up to the plate a bit, Dylan Easton, because we're not exactly full-flown at the top end of the pitch right now, obviously with the injuries. But hopefully in a couple of months down the line, we've got them up and running, we've got them into the groove, and we've got them going. That's the plan. And we're still looking to see if there's anything in there that can help them at the top end of the pitch as well. And hopefully we can maybe add to that as well.
There's always a lot of talk about kind of loan deals, and we've now got the dimension of the participation agreements. Is that something that's likely to evolve over weeks rather than days?
Yeah, that's a bit away that for us at the minute. I think what we need to focus on is trying to get some players in that's going to be our players. It's easier said than done. We've been at it every single day, and obviously we can't go and just buy this or get him or get that. I mean, there's other people above us, so we need to try and find a way of being smart and trying to get some players in that we think can help us.
At this time of the season, are you the kind of manager that scours all over the division looking to see what other teams are doing, or are you just laser focused on what you need from your players and your squad here?
No. What we do is, since I've been in, I've sat with the board, there's a big document we've got that shows you exactly the type of player that should be a Raith Rovers player in every aspect, in every position. So the board, John, myself, we've all got the document and what we exactly know, and our scouts know exactly what we're looking for, what type of player. He has to be quick, is he speed, defensive 1v1, all those things. So we've got a document, and then we drop, obviously we've got some data, people doing some data for us as well. Rory's obviously got a data company which they looks at. So we are trying to be a bit outside the box, and we're trying to progress the club and try and finding things in a different way, which we've got like a Richard Chin, which is something that where that's come from. So yeah, there's a playing modelling strategy, and there's obviously there's a document, and there's data goes along with the document. They know exactly what type of player we're looking for, and then that goes and looks at some different aspects of different leagues. And I'm not saying it's easier, but what we are trying to do is be forward thinking as a football club, and trying to see if there's anything out there that would help us and work for us. But you've also got to look at players that's in our division or young players with a good pedigree coming down. But you've got to have your eyes on the ball everywhere.
Sounds like there's interesting times ahead in the coming days. Linlithgow tomorrow, what are we looking for out of that game? It's obviously a bit more than just the fitness.
Yeah, well, it'll be fitness. I'm expecting the boys to be... There's a bit of a cross between an accumulation of heavy legs from the previous work being done to a bit of, I want to see some high tempo. So they've worked a lot, they've done a lot of work, and this game will be a tough game, as every game always is. But yeah, it's we're going to have to get as many players on the pitch as we can at times and hopefully protect them from overplaying or getting any niggles.
First chance you've had to speak with Raith Rovers supporters as we head into this new season. What else would you like to say to them?
Just the same as last year. I mean, the backing, I think it was terrific. I think we were on a good run there. There was a good feel about the fans and the players and the club. I felt it. I thought the fans felt it. It was loud. Just bring that, get that real connection like we did at the back end of last season. And I think I've had a few people coming up to me when I'm down on Kirkcaldy saying that they've not felt a connection like this with the players. They feel it, and we just need that again this year.
Looking forward to following this journey. Thanks for your time, Barry.
Thank you.